Nito ta Mr. Talamas and Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Ako kapte ra malidyul or el alfamiliar. Mau era bodo omu alal mga adu or tirakal to bet so okya gargi der al tuta ya da mal diway ge rokul familiar da watal gibel time ya mo lelak le o dar sarngu da maul da sweder mara ro bakal dios ya mal marenga sule raklabo kalbal wadra balur bela ngilul miskid dirak malurenga sule la ro bakal dios ra mukte kangi dirali dal mo adar bela ada maldi makasay mang malgida double oil kakatkak le kasabaak le kaubeltire dire kami amat nga katialo ba love your family melal Monday en to uniform ra Palawave radio legi nga ra Monday is love your family day di ka klat kar kun di kan ti kadil Monday pe kalsil segi da gire dal kaubeltire ra tulungal gargi ma to ni ang algi da malgire dal show our love and more ang algi malaway say unge el alto tata ko better okay gargi nga studio at mo they'll introduce themselves more later adik tungkli lang niya Berenges ma Warang ma Diulareng ma Esichang malungi laro dito maliong aklang akarbelaw elak mom sa te alabreng sa mo do their opening usi edal mo ang ngil ka tingi
Kakmal masawala senator, tal malungil te al, yaw era domo, el programa regid, yak maldiam te era kamame, osus, raibadul, maraklay, maragul rubagul velaw, mabilung, ebil raklay, maragul maasil velaw, aday toriargid, ratami irmang saw junior, mar rogul ministers, president ra senate, hokons paules, maragul senators, speaker a house, Anastasio Sabino, marbek al delegate material matugubet sa material o mesertal programmer el alsils
okay kamal masaula mla mo sabi dalo mo lokong introduce ourselves so pira ka mo with you Berenges
okay maluto ta nga kangkla ka pari Berenges Ucherkemur nga kangalagay lalay ni senyor ma Ucherkemur nga kangaras kura Taiwan senior ilaang major political science and economics mo graduator el year.
Okay, wonderful. Ito para next ko para Warang.
Okay, ngito tao yang kangkla ka Warang Polloi. Yak ngaligala Philip Polloi, mapaleri Polloi. Trak ng skula Taiwan. Dik ng skula Mingchuan University. Yak masuba International Business and Trade.
Kadira kal senior?
Oh, kadira kal senior.
Okay, kato para next ko na that side. Para dir ka students na.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Diulareng Keane. My parents are Calderal and Dermot Keane, and I'm actually classmates with Warang in Mingchuan University, and we're both graduating this year in International Business and Trade.
Matirkal nga maldi mla mo seniors ra igel skuli nga ra bulu Taiwan el ad mo rengel wayad kukmla to ra school madukok mo mens isela Esichang mla ngartiang I want to say a couple times
like 3 years ago was the last time
Munding ka wal veteran or tel family arbel mo sa teal.
Thank you, Senator. Good morning, everybody here at the talk show and those who are listening. My name is Esichang Ubedei. My parents are Hilary Ubedei and Loma Roberts, and I just recently graduated this past June with my master's in international affairs. And I just recently got back in December, and I had a couple of interviews with a few jobs that I'm very interested in, and hopefully Palau Pledge is the main goal and on the list of starting soon with joining the workforce, and I'm very excited to be a part of that. So that's what's going on currently.
Okay, malugit. Well, congratulations. Lamil ma-join the workforce. Malaway say ko nga let's just go around the lakuk starter ka ko nga Diulareng alwasay. Why Taiwan? Kamil ka nga decide mo ra skura Taiwan ya era the borsia ka mo isa kam lara skurigere ravelao Head Start kinder.
I actually started Emmaus, and from there I did kindergarten to 5th grade at SDA, and then I transferred to Coro Elementary School, and I finished 8th grade there, and then I went to Mizenti.
Okay, maka-alumna na Mizenti.
Yes.
And
Mizenti
then
High School.
what did you do after seguida to Mizenti High School?
Yeah, so actually while I was a senior, I was kind of debating where I wanted to go to school. My sister was in the US, and I was thinking maybe I was going to go there. I actually wanted to go to maybe LA or UCLA. But as I was doing some research, I was seeing how expensive our schools and everything, and I kind of came across Taiwan when I think Essie, she came to my school along with some of like her classmates. They came to Mizenti when I was a senior, and they talked about how it is in Taiwan, what it's like learning Chinese and how school is, and I just got really interested, and I thought like, hey, maybe that's what I want to do. It's not something I've really heard of. I never heard about Taiwan before they came, and I was like, oh, this is something different that I can do, and like I think it would be really cool. Like the world is going towards speaking Chinese, and it would be really cool to go there and learn. So that's kind of how I ended up in Taiwan.
Amal masal erak para sa teala warang yak kuay sulwasya esi amiru lay the outreach mal masal I think she continues to do it. And can you just say recently qadira kalmlo matadura by birangal ka school?
Oh yeah, I got the opportunity. Mr. Santi Asunuma invited me to go speak at Mizenti for a career day during their Catholic week. And I took the opportunity, and he said, "Oh, it's going to be the whole school is going to be in attendance, and you just talk about your whole academic career." So I said, okay, I'll take the opportunity, and I went and I talked to all the students, and it was a very inspiring moment, not just for the students but for myself, to see that there's more kids interested in scholarships and going abroad for school. So it was a really good thing to see.
Adala mo maybe contact our ambassador at Taiwan, Embassy Tiang Marvelale. I recall doing outreach many other by was one of them. Roy Sally was also one of the ones gimdila kan maral moral school wa mang musubira tigay dal mlangara school at Taiwan like Esichang al musubira share experience or tire encourage more students to go there. Matmarong Esichang adir kamalmol mersegi dial outreach. Kadabor ka warang ka ba isa kam la school early on in Melville.
I think I started also the same as Chuchu at Emmaus, and then from kinder all the way to 8th grade, Aknar SDA. And then after that, after I graduated 8th grade, I moved to Guam for about 2 years, and then 2014, I moved back and then graduated from PMA.
Okay. And then ngaraon mo kamla decide ang maskura Taiwan.
Actually, I wasn't really planning to go to Taiwan. It was kind of, I didn't know where I wanted to go. It was just like send out my applications to anywhere, everywhere. And then I think it was probably my mom that really encouraged me, like, oh, go to Taiwan. Like Juju said, people are more leaning towards speaking Mandarin. So she was like, maybe it's a good idea for you to do this. So because of that, I kind of just decided, okay, let me just try. Like, apply to like scholarship, and if you get it, and then I ended up getting it, and then I decided, okay, that's just how it's gonna be, and I'm gonna just try it out.
Okay, malungil. Mat meron ko makomla musbigil ko ra mal low ay siya dal experience ra kami ra why you decided Taiwan. Kau padrang siya abreng sa
So nga ka dimlak para ginder or Head Start, active le start nga ra elementary ra koror le promote ra koror mamrege na ra pala high school graduate, and I think sa graduate aktirakal I had that realization that malmring la la school marigel. Yeah, and I was looking at EOU, and that was like one of the choices, but I was just thinking that ndira ka mal takay. And so Landisang,
yay, shout out Landisang Kotaro.
Yes, Landisang malmilo ko lang masabam apply na Taiwan because she also graduated from Taiwan. And so I applied without even thinking that I was gonna get the scholarship, and I did. And nilo a scholarship o me seringi me say wow tamra lungil opportunity and it's a less burden for my family to pay for my tuition. So that was one of the main reasons why I really wanted to go to Taiwan too. And it's also a good experience, more say like experience something new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wala ko sa te ala esi algok mom sa to say dal wal history ngira education ngira early on ko ay sa base breng sa malmasa lang kaya matuon malukot ko sina message ko mga ngira family members sa kamamal almora gagi dele gurura Taiwan gagi ko lang yung sebel pomosiwak kaltrire take care of them mang kamral tiagi del sebel mga odu at wala sina amralo lang sir family members tira mo raw kurul mo mang sabi dalo spelling korakay dergi marakale de mga odu gire dale sel wala ro ko sina mal mobile so akabang ko nga sira ko ka remind us me kamlangan
yeah it's like a recap from the last time I was here. So yeah, since the last time I was here, I was doing my BA in applied computing, and then I took another path after I graduated from undergrad, and I wanted to study international affairs. It was sort of an interest of mine way before, but during the time that I enrolled into the university, they didn't have the program available for me. So I didn't join the undergrad program. It was not up until my senior year that I found out there was a 4+1 program that Ming Chuan University offered. So I saw it as a really good chance and opportunity to get my master's in, a year?
A year.
Yeah.
Makam loongits mo, di nga natil 4+1 al program al umusada.
So basically, you do 4 years of your undergrad, and then your last year, your senior year, you take your first year of master's. So you take it within that last year of your undergrad, and then after that, you just have a year left. So you basically just finish in a year.
So you finish your master's in 1 year.
I actually didn't. That's the thing. and I said this when I went to Vicente to talk. I told the students that it's okay to take your time. Sometimes you have minor setbacks and you feel like you can't go forward, but if you keep pushing and pushing, no matter if it takes you another year or 2 years, the main thing is that you don't stop, you don't quit.
Yeah.
The final year that I had for masters was probably one of the most difficult years because I had to decide what I was going to write for my thesis, and it's complicated to think about that, topics and ideas and bring them to light. In terms of Palau being very underdeveloped in data. So
that's a really big challenge.
Yeah, it's a big challenge that we face here in Palau. So it was really hard for me to choose a topic to write about. So after a year, I said, okay, I need another year to really think about what I want to write, because I want to make sure that what I write has an impact not just for my school but also for our country.
Yeah.
So I took another year, and I finished last year in 2019, and here I am. So for
and
those,
thesis.
So I ended up writing about Taiwan's aid influence on Palau's development in the agriculture and aquaculture sector.
Yes.
And I learned a lot throughout that year. I decided the topic in 2018, but I didn't fully go into it until 2019. So that's basically what I wrote, and it was a learning experience as well, because it's such new information. Knowing that Taiwan came in like maybe 2010 to current year, trying to develop data for Palau, seeing what kind of methods, tactics that you can do to help improve like agriculture and aquaculture here in Palau. So Taiwan has had a big influence. As I've learned in what I wrote, it's had the country of Taiwan has had a really big influence in Palau.
So we're very grateful for. I mean, tell schoolie wal nga ra Taiwan is in itself a really big investment ra country.
Yes.
Idal nga ra school same. Medo gero kung alwas mga ra, what are the advantages? Mara silom kura mula say yagi de gel klungyo lela tel schoolie wal ra studying in Taiwan. Ka abayo mo ra ko kalak na Amerika.
I mean, there's a lot of advantages. I would say one, convenience. There's so many ways of transportation, whether it's by bus, the metro, or even like on the bike, and it's really affordable. It's really cheap when it comes to school or even housing. If you want to find housing, it's not as expensive as compared to places like in the States or Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii,
Guam.
where I went to school. Yeah.
Yeah. And also safety. I think safety is like one of the biggest things because we can walk late at night on the road and not have to worry. Or I've lost my phone like a lot of times, and I either find it at the police station or some Taiwanese person like calls my number trying to figure out how to get it back to me. So safety, I think, and convenience.
Yeah. Tira I've been to Taiwan a couple of times. Say that safety maral ko ra ngilarong dal maral feeling secured. So other advantages of studying in Taiwan.
I think one of the biggest advantage is that talaga medra belao. So yeah, so if ang dakal sa malmora yu o chill medra belao ebora Taiwan dira kalmal beta ara la tiget tal May tinga na 400 round trip pel May, and especially si rakotal start ra school and dira like ad magal rupak. So mal na beta nga ka fly back home to see him. Yeah, and another one is medical care. Like it's one of the best because we get to pay national insurance every month. Di salgibong, agidi petri dala for the whole procedure and everything. Even we can even get like a full body checkup, and it won't be that expensive as if we're in the States or somewhere else.
Tila maralong ila medical insurance because taratapigil to karam sa ira ila ara olbil was yung makarabol sa edel provide the medical insurance mo tikal ngalgel bilal nga skura outside ka mutelo asing mal ko raw ngila korura Taiwan. I
do think they covered it. Like, I love Taiwan because it's really safe. You feel really comfortable there, and it's like it's close to home, but not in a way where you don't feel like you left, you know? Like you go into this country and you have like complete culture shock, and it just like it really opens up your mind to like different culture and to being more accepting, because I sometimes feel like here we're so like we can be very judgmental of other cultures, but once you go and you immerse yourself in a culture, you start to understand why people do the things they do, and I think that's pretty cool. Like you just get like a different perspective on life, a different perspective on people, and you get to like open yourself up a little bit more and have new experiences, but yet you're still close to home. You still have a community of Palauans there. So I think that's pretty nice.
Wow, atan man doon yung say, wow, I wish I had gone to school in Taiwan. Malungi na ka pong yung kasi, ka yung bachelor ka, mga master ka, mo iseng ra kurawal malkrungyo laldo ka giliel finish your master's.
Yeah, so the ladies basically said everything that how I feel about Taiwan and the experiences that we go through. I'm such an advocate of Taiwan because, like, one, our relationship with Palau's relationship with Taiwan is pretty strong, and at the same time, Taiwan has given us so many opportunities, not just for education, but other factors that Palau needs to develop. So I really appreciate Taiwan in general, the whole country in general, and what they've given us over the years. And that's why every time I go out and I talk to people or talk to students or even to my parents or families, I always mention Taiwan. It's like, it's great opportunity. It's a new country, it's new language, it's very foreign, but when you step in and you give yourself some time, you end up seeing another side of beauty. Like you come to Palau and you see beauty, and then you go to Taiwan, city life, but it's another side. It's a different perspective. As the Diulareng said, it's another perspective. And going to Taiwan is a little bit different from being, either raised in the States or going to UOG or Hawaii. It really forces you to grow up and be more independent, knowing that you're going away from home, but you're still close to home. but being in an environment where everything is so fast paced, people are on the go. They're constantly evolving as days and years go on. So it's such a great experience, and then you start to see yourself change as a person, but like for the better. And then you come back and you're able to share these experiences and shed new light and new perspectives to those who are not familiar with like a country like Taiwan.
Malungin. Maka mo ais elak morsel to kora malat kangi leng kora klo isel tial to kora coronavirus tadire kloning so sentire kan mlamor ngira Taiwan. Ma kora gera wa sengari ablal affect ngira tial education kamiu can we and then cook to start tra belak mlatila ka to Berenges kamo ais so sing ngari affect ngira. Are you scared ngira?
So right now we're on our Chinese New Year, but then Skulam, yes, but Skulam got pushed back for 2 more weeks because of the safety. Yes, so I think there's been a really big effect because akmlar say sige that I'll start the coronavirus, and the scariest part was when the mask and the sanitizer were all out and we were going everywhere trying to find new masks. Yes, ding malungil ya Emily, she's a recent graduate and she's working with the Shinkong hospital. Yes, so Emily was talking to the Shinkong and trying to help us get masks basically. Yeah, so sigirablo start el mota kay mask ya government and started to say the issue that you can go to the NHI clinics mask, and if you go during, there's like different kind of times that you have to go, and then you can purchase masks, so then they can like control how much people have and then save some for a lot. So everywhere I walk out I have to wear a mask, but I thought it would affect my daily life a lot. Sal kumel asiringin ko rati sakal dimral oral de mask kamla mos maringi ertal dimral, so I think it's all right now.
Masen hindi mo mask and bagay ka and sanitizer nga kora.
Yeah, and you can continue with everything. Yeah.
Kora ti mo kati kang alchablay.
No.
Kadabong kung Warang, you're gonna have to go back when?
I'm planning on going back on March 7, but also our school was also pushed back at least 2 weeks because of the coronavirus, pretty much. But I'm not as scared yet because I wasn't there when it started, so I haven't seen what it's like. But I think more of my parents are the ones that are worried about. They just see what's on the news and they assume like it's the worst thing that's happening, and they don't understand that people are just trying to take the necessary precautions to make sure it doesn't spread. It's not like what is this? What's the word? It is serious, but it's not as, I would say, as bad as they think. Like really, we're gonna just walk into the country and then get sick.
I see. Diulareng going back and
Gonna be on the same flight as Warang, March 7, and I mean, me and Warang, we left actually on the same day, so we both kind of left Taiwan before this whole like outbreak. So I haven't been there to be like, that scared or like just to know what it feels like right now in Taiwan. But I was thinking about it, and I saw the news that I don't think we have cases in Taipei yet, which is where I live, and it's mostly like down south, and it seems like they have it under control. Like they know the people, they have them in the hospital. And I actually just recently saw on Taiwan News about they kind of have like a drug that they're developing that seems like it's going to be very effective in fighting coronavirus, which actually I think is really cool that Taiwan is the place that's figuring that out, considering that a lot of people are withholding information to Taiwan because they're not part of the World Health Organization. So they're withholding information, yet they're the ones who came up with this drug. I think that's pretty cool. But
that's wonderful. Just what about you, Essie? Just your thoughts on
as I said again, like I like what Diulareng said. I saw the news about Taiwan testing out the drug that they fixed. They made off of a drug that was actually made for the some virus that was spread in Africa, and then I think it was Ebola, but and then also another one, and they took that drug and also tried to make one specifically for the coronavirus. So it was good to see, Taiwan on such a big platform where they're not even, recognized or observers, to be able to do that. And hopefully it opens the eyes like around the world that Taiwan does have the resources and the technology to be able to assist in preventing coronavirus from spreading even more.
Right. That's great.
I feel like when these ladies go back to Taiwan, they'll be in great hands. Taiwan's healthcare, as Berenges mentioned earlier, is such a great healthcare system. Like, you go there and you're well taken care of, and they have all of it under control. So I don't think, entering Taiwan and getting the coronavirus should be, a big deal. People shouldn't be so worried, because as soon as you enter, they have it full force.
Diulareng sa mga ator kalgirela wasing kakuktim le on your own mora askura Taiwan dim la mo giwa scholarship ma well subira other mom tingel kul wasay sabi mal kukti apply mora askura Taiwan.
So actually, when I applied to Taiwan, I did apply for the same scholarship that Warang is on right now, the ICDF scholarship, which I think they pay for your tuition. Everything is covered, and then you have a monthly stipend. So I was applying for that. That was the goal. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the cut. There was a lot of good competition that year. But I didn't really want that to stop me. I was really determined. I was really excited about going to Taiwan. And I was like, okay, what other way can I do this? And I think it was my dad that was telling me, well, why don't you go to the scholarship office and just see, like, what can they do to help you? Is there anything that they can do? So I went to the scholarship office, and they're like, yeah, like, if people who are going to like Hawaii or to Guam can get PNSB, why can't we send someone to Taiwan on PNSB? Amen. And they were even surprised because it's so much cheaper. Like, what I'm asking for to fully support me for a year. Under PNSB, they can pay for my housing, they can pay for my tuition, books, and any extra like supplies that I may need. I can apply for it, but the only thing that I have to do is take care of my own personal expenses, transportation, and everything.
Wow!
So I was thinking, and I mean that's still a great deal for my parents. They just have to pay my personal daily expenses, and I still have like my school covered. I get my books, I get housing. So
the important housing and tuition, and so that's fantastic. Kamutal sabil Loreng sa tirigel Loreng sitel program o mesringin el alwasin sabi dal ligo ka through PNSP moraskura at Taiwan ka kakatiros nga ECDF scholarship Warang kangarangaral scholarship Berenges
Ngakangara MOFA scholarship. Yeah.
Mang buto ka bek patingel scholarships. I heard nga mutuan nga ko another one.
There's two more.
The Naval Academy.
The Naval Academy.
University.
Yes. Makata ko ra Marcel, kung yamal successful students, yung mal ko ra nila ngodoring si issue. Kam ko ra mga atuan mo ra angal ka school asibiin mo meser tiang malubat ng ra PCC. Alukor omda so sorry rel mo ra askura at Taiwan ra. Ako ra sibi wal ay certir that would ko ra on the academic side that was the influencer. Why don't we begin with you?
Well, first, just applying to school in general, I feel like don't be scared. Sarak senior, I was really nervous. I didn't really know what I was gonna do or where I was gonna go. I just know I had to go to college. So if you're gonna apply for a Taiwan scholarship, or at least my scholarship, know the major you want to go into, because ICDF, once you decide, you can't change for the next 4 years.
Okay.
So
that's a great advice. You get them mom this is where you want to be.
So if you're not sure, then it's better to go maybe MOFA, so you can take the first year of Chinese and then decide from there what you want to do when you see like the other students. But if you're gonna do mine, then make sure you know exactly, because once you apply, you're kind of stuck with it for the rest of the 4 years.
And please say something about the application process. Aldong makuger nga kamle nga East-West Center Scholarship mga University of Hawaii. And of course, I'm ancient. We're talking, many moons ago. And ako ay sira ko tal apply. And di malaksis because the reason why is because كده other بيلاو أخذت المرور اللي كده الأمر تركيد. That's it. مثلا كاوا should invest money in me because this is what I'm going to be doing. Mantimlak mo. So the next time around, kasi okay, because they would ask, "What's your 5-year plan? If we give you this money, what are you going to do for the Republic of Palau?" Nga kadimlak. So since second time around, I'm thinking was say, "Giredo lo aisil was say tialo do do omulo tabara school. Nga raw all mongin investment raw do dir tirgal adal tira amo sponsor til education ako." So a little bit about the application process.
Well, if I can remember from 4 years ago, I think the hardest part was, of course, the interview. Because, I mean, the paper, it's easy for you to just write down everything. But when you actually go in to talk to the people, like you said, I guess it's not a problem, but we have so much humility. We don't really want to, like, overboast or say, like, oh, we're so this, so that. But it's important for you to at least know what's your skills or your talents and be able to show it to other or be able to express what they are, because if not, then they're not really gonna see you as like a good candidate for the position, for the scholarship. Because I've seen people that they've been, I mean, they're really good students, but I guess maybe when they go into the interview point, they're not able to really express themselves that great, so they might not get like the scholarship. But just, it's not like somebody's gonna look at you and be like, look at her, she thinks she's all that. But no, you have to know, like,
Marketing.
It's an interview for you to get into.
I say, if you want it, then go and get it. Don't be like shy about it.
I say. So lang ko kada mo nga Berenges experience and your advice where other who were probably
advisor nga kalmortri kay senior sir ilaang ak masen di ako madaktal to but belaw leng sigit sel malora ka darigit sel the to but ang dakadade ko saying what's out there for us. But I think that's the first step you need to take in order to take your path and become successful. It malklota me kada maldir ka magikarel ngal. So leaving Palau and going to experience all these things before you settle down is very important for you to really find yourself and find what you want in life. And I think speaking in my perspective, malswaktal scholarship nga karamo fa lenglengan nga te elegal musubat atokra sina malmlemring rakot leng malklawa language barrier at sila Taiwan. So learning Chinese it was really helpful for me, and right now I still continue to take Chinese classes because I want my Chinese to get better and better every day. And so I honestly, ako maray kita lelong island makarse mengirar tourist may start mga other Thailand ka other tels ang mga other til to sina mangsakal like practice ringi
Kim Silvia sa Long Island Berenges sa na say inge practice sa torasina. Wonderful. Okay, kapong ko nga Diulareng mo ay siya advice ka mo maybe thinking of going to Taiwan for school.
Yeah, I think like if anybody's considering it and maybe has like a little bit of setbacks, I think like what Warang said, like just apply. It doesn't hurt to apply. You can always change your mind. You can always say no, but it's always great to have that opportunity. And honestly, you'll probably end up loving it if you go, because I think even though I was kind of, I was determined to go to Taiwan and I was excited, there was still a part of me that was kind of scared. Like, what is it going to be like? Yeah. Like, am I going to be in this university and I'm going to be the only like brown girl in a room full of like Asian? But no, actually, I was so shocked. I remember like my first day of class and I got inside there and I was like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting this. I have classmates from Africa, from the Caribbean, from Central America, have a couple of American classmates, and it's so international. Like Taiwan really is like such an international place, and you have this opportunity to meet people from all over the world. Like I never thought that I was going to be able to tell someone like, yeah, I know someone from Burkina Faso. Like I didn't even know where that was before I came to Taiwan. And it's just like it's actually a really great experience. It's a great way you really get to experience so many different cultures. You get to learn so many different things, and I really think it's a really great place to just like to go find yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
It's a country in Africa, actually.
Okay. So lang. Kada puro ka ko nga si ka kamla as I said, a veteran kam lang I say finish a bachelor and also your master's mo kam kadi ay susenga ulo ko mga niyarom ta swamong pasori mo raskura Taiwan.
Yeah, so these ladies basically said Taiwan is so diverse, and you know, in the very beginning, you're actually pretty scared, and it's okay to be scared because when you're scared, then you know that something good is coming. So to those students who are thinking, the juniors and the seniors who are preparing for transition into like college life, I don't think you should be scared. I mean, you should in a way, you'll have that feeling inside of you of unassurance, like you're going to you don't know what's going to happen, but that's okay. That's the whole part of the journey. So take your chances, take those opportunities that are there for you. Taiwan is also another great place for opportunity. You go and you, as we said before, so many perspectives, so many things that you learn. It's diverse. You learn different cultures, different things from different places, and it really opens your mind. And then you come back to Palau, and then you appreciate your country even more, because you see other people from different countries. Like for Central America, they go to Taiwan, they show their culture, and the people that surround them are just so involved, and then you begin to feel like, hey, okay, I've been taking my culture for granted. I need to express that even more, more pride in your country, being a Palauan. So for me, being raised in the States, like I never felt that sense of pride for Palau, because I lived there for so long, and then moving back to Palau, I didn't really understand, our cultures and our traditions. Then I go out to Taiwan, and it opened my eyes, like, hey, I want to learn more about my own country. So you come back with so much experience, so much knowledge about different things in the world, and Taiwan is a great gateway to that.
Berenges man yun si sometimes so kumpara o ariw te maloy ka lasin ko kurangarangal.
So our other BBA, they usually come to Taiwan or when they go to Japan, and they ask us because they ging na Taiwan, and then they ask us to dance. Yes. So sel pera Taiwan ay gimong open career. And we can also speak. So agi maloy after agi mga adu mga adu are ade mer going introduce ra belal mortir. Yeah, and they also do like short interviews, and I'm always the one to do it because it's in Chinese. So I have to speak about Hindi kan maloko ra masadra bela wel torbe torasi na. Yeah.
O nga atel akra story kami lo ay silwa sakmal mlora ataregal maklolj to ang ara belura orior e ogorim laring arte wal adrasina ngaringi mal abuleng tamangal ko to rasina yang kalorior rasto ang adal dinge to rasina mangtirga maral maring artira o ay sak mong nga lows pe mal ubetosi mang Manal agire dal mo ay galsto ang adire gal mo girel investra a training mal ubeng omsu bal to ko era Mandarin.
Yeah.
Mang mo sabe da communicator o bantir kal turist lagi da malul to iretial. Tourism industry but to ar malko to ra asinal o kya del tourist.
Can I add something
to
that real quick? So just so that the audience knows, Taiwan universities offer language schools, language departments and courses. So those who want to focus just on language can go in there. So if you don't know what you want to study, or if you don't know what background you want to be, you can do background in language and come back to Palau and teach. Teach in the different languages. And I think that would be, even if you don't become a teacher as a language teacher, I mean, you could probably interpret for many of the government agencies here in Palau.
In the Ministry of State. Can we talk a little bit about that? The Asia, kami wala diri kaniya te eli wal ko ramsu ba to protocol. Like for foreign affairs type of foreign service. Can you speak a little bit about that? Is it part of the curriculum?
So following off of language, the Chinese language was also part of our curriculum. We have to, in order to graduate from our universities, we have to at least take 1 year of Chinese courses in that university. And then as well as that, for some of the majors, we have etiquette and exchange and protocol courses where we learn how to etiquette at the dining table, etiquette on how to dress for certain events, how to drink wine.
Wow, mga yeah.
And how to greet and stand with high officials that come to your country. What's the proper way to shake a hand? What's the proper way to bring them down into and address them? So those are very important things that we learn. And, coming from a small country like Palau, we don't have that type of curriculum or even just a seminar just to teach. And I see now we're starting to learn.
Oh yeah. Alam ko kam lang yung recent training like that may oceans
right.
2022.
I actually think that the people that came for the training, the one that was held at Amayong Center, they were actually from Taiwan.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually came from Taiwan, and then they were teaching the protocol for Air Star Ocean.
And the reason why I feel like it's important and that Palau should really invest in like students, or maybe not students, but somebody from outside to come in and really teach so that we can continue it, is because it has so much to do with international relations. I mean, one simple mistake on a handshake can ruin a relationship between a country and a country. So it's very important for us as a country, if we're developing and modernizing and
the global community, member of the United Nations.
It's important for us to know these types of etiquette because there's different cultures and people are different. So etiquette is it's such a neutral field for cultures. So it's important for us to. So hopefully, down the line, our leaders, such as yourself and our president, can think of a program where it can start educating youth and those who are still in the government about protocol and etiquette.
Maluil, especially with the Ministry of State Foreign Affairs Department, and then or trigel adal oil involved with welcoming a hosting our off-island guest. Kung our papel ada malgirin mo Okay, well, our time is really wadi maral mo mang medapura shout out sa kura mal swakal mo mga adol girela, your successes. Kami wa mal very successful students. We look forward to your graduation. I hear tamal bato karangal katob dere larak. Is that true?
This is probably the most. Going back to when I first started, there was only three who graduated that year that I entered the scholarship. And then to see it over the years that I've been there for 7 years, and 7 years is it's a long time, and to see that in that gap, the growth of students coming. So we're encouraging more students to apply, and it's okay if you don't get it the first year, keep applying. We have a fellow Palau student, Alan. He didn't get the scholarship, and he just kept going on his own. He kept applying, and finally he has the scholarship.
Is that Alang Almaso?
Yes.
Woo! Shout out
to Alan.
I love Alang.
So don't give up. Keep going. Eventually.
Okay, so that's great. Madang shout out sa ang tiragi the encouragement tula sila kam stobal apply mo sigaro lela baskura at Taiwan alang latar trial dire kilstri low sa kare bel ara lang ara PBA. So we can do your shout out to we'll start with Diulareng. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Well, of course, I just want to make a shout out to my parents who always supported me, who were, maybe also a little bit nervous about me going to Taiwan, but saw I was determined and decided that they were going to help me get there. I really want to make a shout out to at the PNSB office, who has really done so much to help me, has really encouraged me a lot, always helped me through the process, made sure that I always had everything that I needed. I actually also want to make a shout out to Jerry, who was working at the Taiwan Embassy here in Palau at the time that I was applying for the scholarship, because he was honestly very helpful to me. And even though I didn't get the scholarship, I even remember him calling my house one day and telling me hey, what are you doing? I have a program that I want to set you up for. I would love to see you in Taiwan. And I was like, I'm going to go to Taiwan anyways, but thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah.
And of course, shout out to all my friends and my family who have always supported me. And of course, big shout out to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen, amen. Shout out to Taiwan Embassy here in Palau. Bola Machago Baji, Alngi executive director, the PCS was on the family hour. She just come from, I think, Oregon. And then there was a leadership type of training that was happening. Makasibom apply. So she applied and got in and went to Taiwan. And she's like, wow, it's great to be Palawan. Mong experience rin PCS. So shout out to Matawan Embassy for all their support.
And so again, big shout out to Ambassador Dime Olgarid, because over the years she's helped us a lot, and she's put us out there, put us students out there on the map, and really supported our whole educational path and journey. So a big shout out to her. A big shout out to the Taiwan Embassy here in Palau and the Taiwan Embassy in Taiwan, but the Palau Embassy in Taiwan, for all their help and all the support that they've been giving our country, and especially to the students and the referral patients. We cannot forget about the referral patients. And Shingong Hospital, I'd like to give a big shout out to them, because they take care of our people so well. Even the Adventist Hospital and Wanfang Hospital in Taiwan, they really take care of our people. So I really appreciate what they do. A big shout out to my family, my friends, and especially my parents for the support along the way. I'm finally home.
Yay!
So, I wouldn't have done it without, especially these girls. They've seen the journey I've gone through, and I'm still seeing the journey that they're about to finish. So the best of luck to you ladies, and graduation coming up. Big things are coming your way. And if I'm able to sit here and talk about my experiences, you guys are along the way to get there too. And you're here sitting here talking about it as well. So keep going, push forward, and and a big shout out to all of us here, and to you, Senator. Thank you for having us here. So great opportunity.
Students
So, including ambassadors' grandsons, there's about, I think, 62 of us.
Wow.
64.
64?
Yeah.
Wow. Tamaran lang mo to ka.
It's a lot. And look at that. The ambassadors' sons, they're not even on scholarship or anything, but they're going to school.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
Shout out to Maraumi and Maroki.
Yeah.
Ano bang kuya Warang? Your turn.
I just want to make a shout out to my parents, and of course my second set of parents, like Auntie Des and Uncle Edo, because technically I kind of grew up with like 4 parents. Also, I'm glad that you mentioned the hospitals in Taiwan, because also my mom and my aunt, they went to Mogurul, and they really took care of them, and they made sure when they came back they were cancer free, they were good. And also I just want to make a shout out to my friends and family and everybody that's pretty much supported me along the way, because it's been a journey. It's been tough, crying and being emotional. Some days you're on a high, some days it's really low and you just miss home and you want to come back. But I want to
just... And the food issues early on.
In the beginning you're just missing Palauan food. And when it comes winter and it's cold, I just want to shout out everybody, my family, for really making sure that I stayed level-headed and was okay along the way.
Soon to graduate.
Why say?
I also just want to make a shout out to my family, my mom especially, for helping me throughout this whole process. Senator for also helping me throughout this whole process. And I want to make a shout out to my sister in the States, Ngatiul Mangiras, and their children, and Bacaleo and Katie in Texas. And I also want to make a shout out to the CIP, the Council of Indigenous People, because they've invited us on a lot of the conferences, so we get to learn a lot of different cultures. And right now they're at the Lantern Festival right now, so they invited the Palauans to go there and dance. Yes, over there. So thank you for always inviting us for these conferences, and that's the reason why we always get to learn about new cultures. Yeah, so.
Okay, Comrade Masao Lokung, and you're soon to graduate. You're coming up in a couple of months. Among really great success stories. Among just anything else that you want to add? Just kind of like, Ma'am Sari mga Senate to say miscellaneous. Paso mo ka ngayon miscellaneous o may bodre kasi kita ngayon miscellaneous.
March 31st is the deadline for all applications to Taiwan. So please, those who are thinking about applying to Taiwan, please get your applications done. If you ever need help,
Oh man, I was gonna
Please
say
a message.
please message, please
Yes.
How do we find you, Essie?
contact Ur has our
Facebook,
Facebook,
our numbers,
Instagram,
yes,
our numbers. Ur has all of our contact information. So if you ever need help with the application process, please message, because we do understand that the application process is
long.
really long. But when you get it done, the feeling is terrific. It's
Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
appreciate
Thank you for mentioning that. Elang February 24, so maybe si Ekal mo kontaktra embassy ra Taiwan here to see if we can do another outreach and go out and talk to the dimla mo five high school mang mare the authority, because now it's emaus petaniam la kamay, so man na mo ngile ma so kumendiga ngo al miscellaneous rigid kung kindi mo ra nga suliw lo sabi ul turn in el alto tara family hour emal lo ra nga sulila Esichang ma Diulareng ma Warang ma Berenges lo sabi me el alto ta share experience tira ko ka education tira balura at Taiwan yang malmot meru dal wasar ngalgel belawa thriving Rabalura Taiwan, and really successful stories that we've heard this morning. Ma Esichang who came back home and kagidal mostar tarauri or so, madamal wish her the best in her new position. Takas muso maroko ruba kalyo sa lobangged nganian mutal nganiawan ra miscellaneous.
Ur has just messaged me. March 15th is the deadline for MOFA and ICA.
Okay.
Oh, March 15.
Shout out, thank you, Ur. Thank you, Ur. Lularengan sa mga Saygidia. March 15, Saygidia deadline naman dimdela. Wow, 3 weeks. Ang mo deadline sige talore at marula outreach.
It's not impossible.
Oh, it can be done. Yes. Okay, mata ko mal masulang ko nga Saygidia mo family regida makuk next Monday. Dios solo makaltangat regida ro.
Okay.